You asked for 3. Second piece of advice, co-living or business. In co-living specifically, I would just say the biggest thing is buy a bigger house. I get these people that'll go into the co-living world and they'll be like, okay, Sam, like I found a 1,500 square foot house and it's going to have 4 rooms. Like that's co-living, right? And I'm like, hey, the minimum we look at is 6. We won't even touch a home unless it's 6. And right now, I can't tell you the last time I bought a 6 or a 7. It's 8. It's 9. It's 10. And I know that sounds crazy to people listening to this. And they're like, there's no way that works. How's that legal? Blah, 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 blah. But like, there are people doing this times thousands of. I'm doing it times hundreds. But you mentioned you had E on the podcast. He's a good friend of mine. He's a padsplit guy. They just hit 16,000 rooms, right? So my point in saying all this is you gotta kind of go bigger. One of my good friends just bought his second home in LA, and he paid a lot of money for this house at the height of COVID, and he was going to start with a 4-bedroom home. And his mentor at the time just said, no, go all out, buy the biggest dang home you can find in LA. So he did, and he turned it into, he's got a 9-bedroom home and he's got a 10-bedroom home. And from that, he nets like $6,500 a month from these 2 homes in LA. And he quit his like big corporate job that was making him like 6 figures. And so it's like a really cool story. He's 29, I think, 29, 28.